what is happening? Is UPS really going broke? Am I going to have a job? What is the union doing about this?
The facts, dates, and events presented in this video are from the members' best recollection and may not be fully accurate. This video is intended for entertainment purposes only. Always consult with your local union about your rights and duties at your workplace. The opinions shared on this video are our own and do not necessarily represent my employer's positions, strategies, or opinions. All views shared are protected under the National Labor Relations Act.
What is going on, everybody? So today we have a packed house in the Roswell Hub, and let's start from the top. We got Greg Kerwood on top of me out of Local 25 in Boston. Then we got Norm over here out of Local 623 in Philadelphia. And his brother right over there, Richard Hooker, principal officer of Local 623 in Philadelphia. And, you know, lately it's we've been hitting a lot of contract related stuff, and we're going to bring it back a bit. You know, we always touch on discipline, and we got a lot of stuff to cover. So this is going to be an episode that covers quite a few things. So let's start from the top. Norm, now, what's going on the discipline side of things? How are the members being attacked right now?
I can tell you in Philly, because we have such a great supplement, and our secretary treasurer was able to lead us to a great supplement, that the company is, quote unquote, retaliating on everything they can. So everything from not locking your door with the chain when you return to the building, to not having a proper footwear, having your shoes tied up when you enter the building. So the company is using the rules, I guess you want to call it, to benefit them, to try to thin the herd, as we always say.
Now, as far as like, is there anything the members need to look out for as far as like discharges? Like, is the company using any tricks right now or anything like that?
Yeah, they are. I mean, it's not necessarily tricks. They're letting the members fire themselves, which I hate to use that term, but they're firing themselves. They'll do something. I'll give you an example. I represented a member this morning. The member was upset. He said he was being harassed. So he just flew off the handle, and he would not listen to anything. But it was just not today. It was a list of things. He said last week, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, he's been dealing with issues. But when our members don't tell us, we don't know. So it was just a culmination of things. Someone pushed his button today. He flew off the handle, and he lost his job this morning.
And, you know, the company's really looking for anything. You know, that's what's going on in Philly right now. Kerwood, what's going on in Boston? What are the things you're seeing right now?
Same stuff. They're looking for any and every reason they can to, if not get rid of extra people, at least put them on ice for a month or two with a discharge. You know, everything always comes back to dishonesty. It's and like Norm said, you know, a lot of it is our members putting themselves in that position. Yeah, but in fairness, not that it's an excuse, but a lot of it is the company deciding to enforce rules that they previously haven't enforced. And so, you know, a lot of members sort of have a look of shock on their face. Like, I don't understand. They never had a problem with me doing this before, but it's against the rules. And so, you know, if you know the rules, so they can enforce them. And you're putting yourself in that position by not following the rules simply because they let you get away with it when it was convenient for them.
And is there like any like specific example you can give to some of these rules?
I mean, the chain is a good one. Like Norm said, taking your lunch when you're supposed to, taking your breaks when you're supposed to, you know, properly recording stops and pickups and packages at the location that you are supposed to be at, not down the street or around the corner or somewhere else an hour after you did the pickup. Falsification of records is an easy way for them to nail people. You know, if you're not doing everything that goes in that diet as a record, from your start time to your mileage on the truck to every package you sheet that day to all your pickups. And if you don't do everything as it is supposed to be done, you're leaving yourself open to a falsification of records charge.
Exactly. You know, one of the things I'm seeing a lot in Atlanta right now is the stealing time, so to speak, right? So, you know, when you break off to take lunch, Once you break trace, clock out. Once you come back to trace, clock back in. And like these gentlemen said, they're looking for really anything. Sorry, it's really hard to take myself serious like in this position, but I'll do my best. All right. Rich, we're going to bring it over to you. A lot of sorts are being closed down right now. I mean, what do you have to say about all this?
Well, UPS is very good at two things, and both are based on what the Teamsters do. They're very good at logistics and delivery because of the Teamsters, and they are very good at divide and conquering also because of the Teamsters, right? There was so much unification, so much engagement, but as soon as the company felt like, you know what, we see what's happening, and they say, you know what, we're going to turn the Teamsters against each other, full timers versus part time versus other part timers, feeders versus package, right? All because they see what's happening, and there was so much um, fight and focus on beating them to where they're saying, you know what, we're gonna close down these sources. We're gonna say that the volume is low over here. We're gonna manipulate how we move the work around and to get everybody focused on, oh my God, what is happening? Is UPS really going broke? Am I going to have a job? What is the union doing about this? I actually had a division manager tell me in one of our meetings, change of operation meetings, he said it. He said, Hooker, your members are asking us why are they paying union dues? And he said that to what I just said earlier. He wanted to tell me, Hooker, no matter what you guys do, you got a great supplement. You beat us up pretty bad. You got all these grievance payouts. You're doing all these great things. But we can flip the switch and your members will ask, why are we paying union dues, right? And so what we have to do as Teamsters is take a deep breath, take a step back and realize that this company is still the most profitable it has ever been. They're not losing any money. They're revving up all these disciplines to try to get everybody all upset and angry at each other instead of focusing on Cara Tomei and her band of misfits. They are still the enemy. It's not your shop steward. It's not your officer. It's not your business agent. It is Carol Tomei and all of her division managers, all her regional managers, all her labor managers. They are your enemy. So we need to come back together, right? Take a deep breath. It's going to be all right. We're going to win this fight. Take a deep breath. Come close together like we were. Let's make sure we're ready to fight come August 1st.
Awesome. I love it. All right. Now, we're going to leave it to Greg. We got this contract that's being negotiated on right now. And I know everybody who is in this call right now and every steward watching, every business agent watching, constantly getting phone calls. They want updates. Members want updates. They want to know what's going on. And we're going to try to keep everybody up to date as much as we can on this channel. Greg, what do you have to say about the contract so far?
Well, first, I'm going to say that, I'm not in the room. So I don't know exactly what's going on a daily basis. There were no negotiations a week ago. There was a week off from negotiations. They started back up again this week. The topic was technology. And again, from the updates, the conclusions that I've drawn is that the company decided to do a whole lot of posturing and sort of demanding that they need all this technological stuff for reasons other than to harass our members, which we know is not the case. It looks like the union side sort of fought back against that, as they should, and did so well. But it appears that there's not a whole lot of actual negotiation progress happening at this point. I mean, 5 days were spent on technology, and not that that's a bad thing, but the reality is we've got 66 days left, and we've got a whole pile of issues. And if the company wants to spend 5, 6, 7, 8 days of negotiation on every major issue, it's never going to get done in time. And so I personally was hoping they would sort of come back from that week off with a better attitude and looking to sort of start making some serious progress. Obviously, our leadership is holding them accountable and in whatever games they want to play. But I'm not seeing the progress from their side that I think we need to see if we're actually going to get this done and avoid a strike.
Appreciate you, man. And, while we have Rich in here, I mean, Rich, you got to a tentative agreement. Is there anything you want to share as far as all that goes?
Well, we're still waiting for the national to get done. I mean, like Greg said, I mean, the company is just slow dragging, slow walking, and so there's a lot of things left on the table that we need from the national so we can finish our supplement. As far as the holidays that the IBT has took a lead on, the MLK holiday in Juneteenth, and there's some other things that in our supplement that we're looking to get more sick time. That's where we get our pension. We have to see how much money we're getting from the national, and I'm hoping that we are going to get a strike vote soon. Shout out to the ABF brothers and sisters who really showed that they're not playing around, man. And so I'm hoping that we get a chance to also have a strike authorization vote because this has gone on too long. I mean, we've been stuck on the supplements since February. Now the nationals just kicking off, 60 some days left. We really got to show this company that we are not going to back down. You close our swords, you want to harass us, you want to retaliate, forget all that. If that's how you want to play, see you on the side of the road August 1st. But we got to take that authorization strike vote. We need that. We need that ASAP.
All right. So if anybody hasn't done so already, be sure to follow 623 Lives Matter, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, everything. They're all over the place. And Greg Kerwood's, I'm going to go with the Teamster Media Hub, Greg. Follow Teamster Media Hub on Facebook. It's a Facebook group with other shows like ours where you can get a lot of education from the interwebs. So, and let's make this clear. So you see my shirt, it says drugs. I'm not promoting drugs. It says say no to drugs. Just making that clear. I don't want people spreading around that I'm promoting drugs. Although at this angle, it looks like I am. All right. So shout out time. Norm, I'm gonna put you up first. Shout outs. Who you want to shout out tonight?
Hey, I want to shout out all UPS Teamsters, brothers and sisters. Stand tall, stand together. We're going to win this fight. We're in this together. We just got to fight this company, and we got to win.
Perfect. Richard, who are you gonna shout out tonight?
I don't know if it's a shout out, but we're going to have a massive rally June 23rd, 623, better known as 623 Day. We're really going to put this company on blast. Sword closings, the retaliation, getting everybody still focused on the company, letting everybody know that they are the enemy. We getting everybody together. I already got a whole bunch of people confirming. So I want to give a shout out to everybody who's going to show up to this rally. Bring your mom, bring your dad, bring your dog, bring everybody, because it's going to take everybody to beat this company.
I love it. Greg, shout out. Who are you going to shout out tonight?
Mine is going to go to the UPS part-timers. If anybody hasn't seen it, they have taken it upon themselves to wear red on Fridays as a show of solidarity. There were some great photos from around the country this morning of everybody on their preload shifts and sort shifts wearing all red shirts and standing together. And that's really what this is all about, man. So hats off to them for getting that together and standing together. And that's how we're going to win. Perfect.
All right. Well, my shout outs to all the listeners, viewers, the people who have been sharing this. I can't thank you enough. I mean, this channel is not me alone by any stretch of the imagination. It's a lot of these fine gentlemen on here who have brought it to this level. So I appreciate you. And that's all I got. I love you, and I'll catch you next time.